Okay. Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about the top 10, top 10 NFL players. The NFL Network just, I believe it was just last night, released their list, which I quite like their list actually. Their top 5 is pretty much spot on, in my opinion. 6 through 10 is where I differ a little bit, so I guess I'll start it at 10 here and just kind of go down. So, my first 7 were pretty easy for me. It was 8, 9, and 10 that were hard because I had 4 guys that I wanted to put in there, but there were only obviously 3 spots. So 10, I went with Marshawn Lynch, the Beast, probably because he's my favorite player in the NFL. I really wanted to put J.J. Watt in the top 10. But I had to go with, I couldn't leave Lynch out. I just couldn't do it. That's more probably of like a heart type pick, but, I just couldn't leave. I mean, I think he's a top 10 player. I'm not saying but when you look at his numbers compared to, like, some other guys, he's put up some of the best numbers of any running back over the last few years, and he was a big reason Seattle won the Super Bowl. So, I've got Lynch at 10. 9, I have Drew Brees. It might seem a little bit low, but I think NFL had him at number 6, maybe, but I think I like Drew Brees. I think he's really good and everything, but I feel like he has a few kind of advantages that maybe some other guys don't. Like, I think that that home field, rather, in New Orleans, I think that's, like, besides Seattle, I think that's the best home field advantage in the NFL. And when the Saints, when they go on the road, they're not really the same team. So I feel like he's not as good on the road. So that's why, I've got a few guys ahead of Breeze. I think he's really, he's obviously really, really good. But I think Aaron Rodgers is a hair better, in my opinion. So I've got him at 8. I think Rodgers, I really like him as a quarterback. I think he's got really good arm strength, accuracy, good mobility. He just has everything you would want in a quarterback, and I feel like he won a Super Bowl. Breeze won a Super Bowl as well. They both have one, I believe. But, I don't know. I just feel like Rodgers. The other thing about Breeze, kind of comparing the two, he has probably more weapons than Rodgers. Breeze has, like, Graham, Colston, he had Sproles. He's not there anymore, but I just feel like Rodgers is deserves to be a little bit ahead of Breeze in the rankings. So 7, I've got Richard Sherman. I think he's probably the best defensive player right now in the NFL. Like I said, I'm a big J.J. Watt fan. but I just couldn't fit him in on this list. But I think Sherman, I mean, he's just really good player. So, he basically he helped lead Seattle to the Super Bowl. He's just very dangerous on defense. You don't want to throw it at his way. The next two guys are kind of a toss-up for me. I've got 6. I have Jamal Charles. I think Charles is really, really good. I mean, he's a very, very versatile. He's an excellent running back, and he's an excellent pass-catching running back. So he can hurt you in a variety of ways, and I think he's pretty darn good. But 5, I have LaShawn McCoy. So I just feel like McCoy's maybe a hair more, maybe like faster. When I watch McCoy, he just looks so darn fast. Like he's just fast, and he's just a hair faster. But other than that, I love both those guys. They're both really, really good players. I'd want both of them on my team. They're just both so versatile. McCoy, another good pass-catching running back. They can both be used in a lot of different ways. 4, I've got Adrian Peterson. I feel like he is probably still the best running back in the game, because 2 years ago, he came, I believe, 9 yards short of breaking the all-time yards record. That for me, right there, I mean, and I know we're talking like currently, but I just think he's still a top 5 player, top 4 player. He bounced back from that terrible injury, and he came 9 yards short of breaking the record. And not only that, he's the one that the defenses are always focused on. I mean, when you play the Vikings, you're thinking about one person, and that's Adrian Peterson, and he still torches you. It's not like, they've got some great quarterback or receiver that you have to work. I mean, it's all about Peterson, which that's kind of impressive to me that you can still do all that while you're the targeted player in the offense. So, 3, I have Calvin Johnson. This is the only spot where I differed from the NFL Network's top 5, I think, is that I reversed Calvin Johnson to number 3. And I love Calvin Johnson. Like, I think he's just a monster. He's just so good. And similar to Peterson, like, he's the main guy you're trying to deal with. Like, the Lions have never had like a other great receiver to be along with him. They don't have like a great running back either. So I just think Calvin Johnson, by far the best receiver in the NFL, one of the best players. And the only 2 I have ahead of them are Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. Those are number 2 and number 1. Brady number 2, Manning number 1. And I want to be clear about this. Like, I do not think Peyton Manning is a better quarterback than Tom Brady. I just don't believe that. I think Brady is the best quarterback of, like, my time, of, like, the last 15 years. He just has that sort of competitive edge to him. I think that's kind of what sets him and Manning apart. And Manning, right, the only reason I have Manning number 1 is because of what he's just done the last few years. I mean, the stats he's put up have been just absolutely incredible. So I don't see how you can't have him number 1 right now. But if we're talking like overall, all-time legacy, Brady for me is number 1 here. But I just think right now, Manning, you can't. I mean, I just feel like you can't really make a good argument for anyone else to be ahead of him in the top 10 NFL player list, because he's just been that good. So yeah, that's about all. I think I mentioned everything here. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, and feel free to subscribe for more sports talk videos. Have a great day.